here we are again, more moles. Starting to get a bit sick of the sight of moles at the moment. This is a customer who've been sorting their moles out here for about 4 or 5 years, I would think, maybe longer than that. You can actually see there, look Rick, you can actually see the plug that's been pushed out of the molehill, look. You actually see that?
Yeah.
So that's how it's pushed its way out. Let's see if I can find this without the dibber. It's beautiful soil here. But of course, where you've got beautiful soil, you tend to have lots of food source for the moles. And that is why he's had moles for years. Where's that? Close. There it is. See that there? So basically, as the bulbous part goes through, you can see it just drops through into the tunnel. And once you're in there, some people will go dibbing around now trying to find which way the mole goes, but with practice, and when you've been doing it for years and years, and there is the tunnel inside there. So it goes that way a little bit. Oh, let's see if I can make that a bit neater. So you can see it going that way, and then the other way is there. And then what we'll do, use a decent trap if we can. These are decent ones. And if we remember again, so we'll show you yet again. So we pull back the trigger part. Is that the trigger? No, that's the catch loop, isn't it? Catch loop, is that the word? But at the same time, this bit here, this is part of the trigger, which is this bit underneath. So you have to push that back underneath. That pushes that back, and then you can put this part of the trigger over the top. So that catches on that little hook there. And then I tend to push these back, especially when it's soft soil, because that's where the mole comes through, pushes on that, and I'll show you. So the mole comes through here like that, pushes on that trigger, bang, and that's one dead mole. So we'll do this again on this side. We'll pull the loop down, trigger over the top, push that trigger part there, and there we go. And that goes straight into here. And that goes into the tunnel, and basically the shape of this is like the top of the mole tunnel basically, and that sits in the bottom of the tunnel. Very important, cover it back over, keep the air out. Always remember to mark it, because otherwise you will never remember where you put it. Make sure all the triggers are free to open, and then we've only got one other molehill, so we'll get one more in here. Let's see if we can. Oh, and there it is. That. So if you've come up to the handle, Rick, so you can see when I'm in the tunnel, it just drops through. Push, 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 and then drop. Usually you can find the tunnel straight through the top of the molehill, but not always. Sometimes they can be a bit... There we go again. One tunnel that way, one tunnel that way. And basically what all the molehills are is where all the soil that's in the tunnel, they push that forwards with their big paddles, paw feet, whatever they are. And they push that forwards, and that pushes straight up out the molehill, and that's what you see, that plug erupting. And the molehill is basically that's coming up through the grass, and it just starts to tumble over, and that's what we call it, erupting a molehill. We'll use a decent trap again in there, so unlike that last job we were on. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and you'll see loads of different videos of us catching moles. I'm going to do a little series of using different traps as well, so don't forget to subscribe down the bottom. Hit the bell and all that. Okay, it does help us as well. Encourage us to keep teaching you how we do what we do. So there we go. Tunnel runs that way, so does the trap. Push the trap in there. And a marker stick, just so we don't forget where it is. And this one, we'll definitely leave this one in for a week because it's a bit out of our way. So. Wish us luck again, and don't forget, like and subscribe, and you'll see loads more of us setting traps. Now then, young Ricky, here today, and this is where we put we could only get them 2 traps in here. When you say Pino, and I think we've been lucky again. So these have been in for 4 or 5 days, I think now. So here we are, look, so we can tell. So the trap's running that way. This one has come up at this end, so let's have a look. Oh, and there it is. Little grey mole this time. Out it comes. And there it is, there's them big old teeth, look. Look at that. Imagine they're like vampire's teeth. Oh, he stinks, man. Must have caught him pretty quick, I think. Yeah, the joys of coronavirus. So basically what we do with the mole, as usual, we stick it in the run. Saves us taking any dead bodies home, basically. And in the colder months, the winter months, the body will stay there for a while, and the smell of the mole will keep all the moles out of the tunnel system, really, because they're so territorial. We'll have a quick look at this one as well. So this one here, again. So I didn't even get a chance to get in that one, so we caught that one pretty quick, I think. As you can see again, let's watch how these work. So Mr. or Mrs. Mole comes along there, he pushes on that treadle, on that trigger, and then basically pushes, bang, all over. It's a shame, but look at the mess it makes of your lawn. And we're in an area here where there's millions of acres around here it could go and live. Wow. And we will get to show you how to use these pretty soon, these scissor traps. Don't forget, like and subscribe, and when you do see us using these, you'll know about it. Or when we do get to use it, I should say, you'll know all about it. So don't forget, like and subscribe. Thank you.